And we are back again, once again. So I'm out here at the raised garden beds. Today we're going to be talking about pruning pepper plants. We've already done a full topping video, but when should you prune your plants that are outside? You're not always going to do this, but the reason why I'm going to mess with this plant right here, it was a pepper in a can. It was sprouted in October, so it's kind of like an overwintered plant. I actually took it out of the can, put it in a pot, then I chopped it down, and it got all this beautiful growth. Where I topped it way down here, you can see it got 6 main shoots off of it. Right now, it's putting a lot of energy into all of this stuff at the end, and it is getting some new growth down here, but I want it to really focus on new growth. And plus, these two branches are growing so close together, they're just crowding each other. So I'm gonna look for which one has the least amount of active nodes, and that's a tough one. I see a little new growth down there. This one, new growth there. All right, I'm gonna sacrifice this limb right here. Okay, I'm not gonna cut it all the way down. I'm gonna leave 1, 2, 3 nodes. So hopefully you guys can see this. Let me see if you guys, yeah, you guys can see. Okay, I'm just gonna cut right here. All right, snipping that whole branch off. Now I know these leaves are not completely shot. No, they are photosynthesizing to a certain extent, but still, it's spending a lot of this plant's energy is just going into these dead ends. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in, chop some of this stuff down, and what this will do, this will make this plant think, uh-oh, I need to get some new growth going on here. I'm damaged. And what it'll start doing is it may get some new shoots even down low, which I don't really care if it does or not. These shoots will start pumping out. We'll see where these leaves had fell off. There's no new growth coming out of them. They're not green at all. But when you do something like I'm doing right here, you will. See this one? Yeah, this bad boy here. I do see a semi-active nodes here. I'm gonna cut this one down right there. Cut that off. And I may, let's see, just cut off some of these small tips, because you might get some growth coming up here. All right, so this is what I took off, and this is, so you know when to prune pepper plants to get them to really do a lot better. This had one little flower trying to form on there. I cut another two plants that were grown with this. I cut them down the other day, and just do a little more snipping in here. This way, what's going to happen is this plant is it's going to think, hey, it's going to think it needs to create more new shoots and more new growth. And so that's exactly what will happen. This thing will it'll start to, the growth down here will really take off, because it's not expending its energy into these dead, and they're not completely dead. They're just, they didn't harden off well when I brought this thing outside. They didn't like it. So you see any leaves that look like that, get rid of them. Thought I seen one over here. Yeah, that one's pretty damaged. Get rid of them. You want to try to get this plant. Now, I'm not completely taking everything down on this. I probably could and get away with it, but I do want to, actually, yeah, I'm gonna do one more snip right here. Can you guys see that? I'm gonna go one more. Right there. That plant is bare. I am leaving a little bit of leaves just so that, it has something to photosynthesize. So yeah, that's it. I mean, this thing is, you can see the Y down there where it's got all of these branches coming off. You see the old places. That's where I topped it. I'm sorry, this one wasn't topped. This one was topped here There was 2 branches in here. There was 2. I topped it, and all of these are new. They're all new growth, okay? Well, like a month and a half, 2 months old. What'll happen now is all this growth down here, and then all of this will start to put off new growth, and this thing will actually recover. So when to prune pepper plants? When you have something like that where it's got some branches that aren't really doing much, go ahead and prune them down. And I know it's tough to do, and you're thinking, what am I doing? This is going to hurt the plant. It's not going to hurt the plant. It's just going to take the plant a little bit to rebound, but when it does, this thing's going to bush out like this. I mean, it's just going to be a bush. It's going to have tons of foliage on it. It's going to be bushy, and it will get tons of fruit. Thank you guys for watching.